everyone, Margaret here. I wanted to share with you an easy, affordable way to make a simple salad bar at home. And it all starts with the Cool and Serve, the large square Cool and Serve tray, which is such a versatile tray. It's often thought of as a thing that you would take to like a potluck for veggies and dip, or fruit and dip and that kind of thing, or deviled eggs. I'll show you how it works for that. But I use it just in my refrigerator to hold all the toppings for a salad bar for our family that lasts many, many days, almost all week. So let's get started. The Cool and Serve tray has lots of different pieces. So the lid snaps on the handles. I'll show you that in just a sec. You can use these compartmental trays, which I will use today. Normally, like, dip would go in the smaller ones, and you can put, you know, like your fruit dip here and some strawberries here, maybe some kiwi slices here, you know, something on the other side as well. And these are the magic of the tray. These are the cooling inserts. So you keep these in the freezer, you guys, and then they're ready when you are. One side has the deviled egg divots, so it'll hold a dozen, so in half, 2 dozen deviled eggs. Keep them perfectly cold on a hot summer day in this tray. Or the flat side, of course, is for the inserts. Also, too, I've used it even without the inserts with the trays cold, like to lay out sandwich makings, like lay out all your ham or turkey, some cheese, or do half of it, right? Like where you've got maybe some lettuce pieces here, maybe some tomatoes right here, maybe some pickles right here in there, and then this half has cheese and meat. Anyway, and it's all cold and ready, and it's all pre-prepared. Also, too, I use these trays, both this large one and the small one, as holding places or transportation for my baked goods. This will fit a pie in here, some cakes, 16 cupcakes or muffins, and just hold it in there, and it just holds them perfectly. So we're going to do the salad bar, and when I serve, I just stack it inside. And the salad bar is going to use all of it. Now, these are not cold in the freezer, but I don't need them to be because I'm going to keep this in the refrigerator. And so oftentimes people think, oh, you just need to use this when you need that to be cold or whatever. But nope, you can just use it and keep it right in the fridge. And here's how we're going to get started with this. I'm going to get started with some pre-made things that are really, not pre-made, but already prepped. I don't have to do anything to them. One of them is frozen peas. Our family really likes frozen peas on our salad. Not everybody, but things like, and they'll thaw out by the time we have this salad. So I'm going to put those in the smaller one. The thing that we like about having kind of this salad bar is that not everybody likes everything, right? Is that how it is at your house? Not everybody likes everything. So this way, everybody can just take the things that they like to put on their salad. So peas are in one compartment. Wow, that was pretty easy. In this other small compartment is going to be avocado. And I'm going to wait till tonight to do the avocado. And then I'll save the pit, and I'll just put the pit in there if there's anything left over, and it'll be okay for maybe one more day. But and you can squeeze some lemon juice on it or lime juice if you want to. That all kind of helps it. Or take a piece of plastic wrap and press it on top so no air is right there, and just kind of seal it in. Those things all help to keep the avocado fresh. But we're having company tonight, so I'm going to wait right until we serve this to do the avocado so that it's very fresh. So that hole is going to remain open right now. So let me show you another quick ingredient for the salad bar, and that's like some kind of bean, right? We like garbanzo beans on ours. You could do kidney beans, all that kind of stuff. And I want to show you the can opener real quick. Some of you have seen this. Some of you call me and say, how does this work? Remind me. Or my husband's having trouble with it, or something like this. Most can openers open up like this, right? Like a 45-degree angle, and they open up the inside of the can. This is very different. It's going to open up this outside seal of the can. And so it just goes on at a 90-degree angle, and that's all you do. You just butt it up against there till it, rests on this part right here, you just push it right up against there, start turning, it's gonna hook on. Let it do that. Let the can freely move. It needs to, you can't hold it or press it down. You need to let that can freely move, and then you go clockwise. You can kind of feel it when it lets up or stops or clicks. It just is easier. I think I've made it all the way around. I was talking, so I wasn't paying attention, but I think we're done. It got much easier to turn. Then to unattach it, I'm going to turn it counterclockwise, and it releases it. And then this little button right here operates these little pinchers. And that I'm just going to, because right now you can't even tell the can is open. I'm going to just put those pinchers right up along the edge of that can, push this, and then pull up. And there's the can open. And there's no sharp edge, you guys. It's really quite something else. So I've got my garbanzo beans. I like them to be rinsed and drained, so I'm just going to use a little colander here. Put them in there. They're not too gummy. Like black beans get really gummy, you know. The juice or the water that's in there, the liquid. So these I'm just going to let rinse and drain and just let those be for right now. Sometimes too, if you are like olives especially, I might just drain them right, like, you know, from the can here. Then I'll put the lid right back on and just kind of press it on, and it'll stay in the fridge if I had a little bit left over or I wanted to drain them ahead before I serve them later. So nice can opener. Okay, let's get some of the other prep things ready. One of those is a cucumber. So we like to leave some of the skin on, but not all of it. My favorite tool, my family's favorite, this one. Do you see the little teeth on there? This comes as part of a set of 3 peelers. They're all wonderful. This one is called a serrated peeler. It's really great for things like cucumbers that are kind of slick, or if you were peeling hard to peel things like jicama or ginger, any of that kind of stuff. Any root vegetable like rutabaga, something like that, this is perfect for. So I'm just going to make stripes. I've already washed it, and see, I'm just making stripes. It just like peels it so effortlessly. So there we go. And then I'm going to cut off each end. What do you guys like in your salad bar? I like everything I'm doing right here, I'll put on my salad. So then I'm going to just take this and cut it into 4s. I could, of course, use my knife to cut it the rest of the way up. In fact, you know what? I was thinking I was going to use a different tool. I didn't need to cut it in 4s. I want to show you this fun tool. I know some of you have seen this before. It has been around forever. And it's something that sometimes makes its way to the back of the drawer and we don't use it. But I'll tell you what, it makes such a fun, hey Terry, tool to make for your salad bar. And it's super easy and fun. Look at that. It makes a super fun, can I get the, oh yeah, do you see that? The little ruffle edge. And so think about using this for even cutting up vegetables that you would put in a soup or a stew. You can do potatoes to make crinkle cut French fries. You could use this for cheese sticks. You get a block of cheese and then you cut it with this, and it makes that fun edge, and make your own cheese sticks. All kinds of ideas. I've cut anything from melons with this, cucumbers. You can do, gosh, you guys, you name it, and you can do it. Potatoes, carrots, all that kind of stuff. It's a rocking motion. So it's safer for kids. You know, if you've got some budding chefs that really want to help in the kitchen, this is really nice to use. It is sharp, but it's much easier to use than a knife. And keeping your fingers out of the way, it's just a rocking motion that does the cut. You could even do, you know, apples and different fruits with it for your fruit trays. Makes it look so pretty. Okay, that's as easy as it is. And everything I'm using goes in the dishwasher today. So let's put these cucumbers. Now, everybody likes cucumbers in my family, so I did that whole cucumber, and we're going to fill one of these large sections of this tray. This tray holds quite a bit. My family can, now we're having company tonight, so it'll probably, you know, be used. Most of it won't be gone, but probably a lot of it will be. Compared to my family, like the first night we do this, you can't even tell that we've eaten the salad bar. And so by 3 nights, it's getting pretty slim pickings. But for the week, it'll last us quite a while. Okay, let's do some grape tomatoes, you guys. So for this, I like them cut in half. And since I have company coming and I want to do all of them, I'm just going to put them in this. This is called a cut and slice. Comes with a really nice knife. I really love our new coated knives, you guys. If you haven't tried them and you need a new knife, look at the coated knives. This has spring loads. I've shown this many times before. It's perfect for cutting bagels in half, you know, the kind you get that aren't already cut in half from the bakery. Any small things that you want to cut in half where there's a whole bunch of them, like, what could that be? That would be tomatoes, little grape tomatoes, olives, little pearl onions, all that kind of stuff. You load this up and you can cut it all in half at once. It goes right in the dishwasher. My favorite thing to use this for is chicken breast. Boneless, skinless chicken breast. We usually buy the frozen ones at Costco in the big bag, and they're Mondo. I don't know what they're feeding their chickens, but they're huge chicken breasts, too much for one person, and they cook unevenly because one end is super thick and then it tapers off. So we cut them in half, and you just load it right in here, close this, and cut it just like I'm going to do these tomatoes. So I've loaded that with the tomatoes. I'm just going to cut this in. The plates will adjust to whatever thickness you have, and then I put the knife in between and just cut right across. It's a slicing motion, right? It's sawing motion. And look, I've got perfect halves of tomatoes. They're all cut in half. Now it does that for the chicken breasts too. It's pretty fabulous. So tomatoes, I'm going to put those over here on one of these little smaller sides. Not everybody likes the tomatoes, but I'm not sure about our guests. Okay, I'm going to do one more of those tomatoes. Fill it the rest of the way. Okay. And one more time. What can you think of that you would slice in half with this, you guys? You could do grapes, especially if you have little kids, right? Because you don't want to give them the whole grape, right? That's a choking thing. So you could do the grapes with this. This is a tight fit. There we go. What I love the most about this is it's beautiful when it's done. Okay, let's fill this other side, you guys. Here we go. So we've got that and that. Perfect. And then let's do some carrots, you guys. I've already peeled this. I actually used the same peeler that I used for the cucumber. And for this, I'm going to use a tool that is pretty snazzy and does so many things. And it's the Rapid Prep Mandolin. But I absolutely love it for julienne carrots. Now this is something you can just slice a bunch of foods with, like if you're making a potato casserole or you're making a burger bar and you want to slice up some onion and some tomato, that kind of thing. Perfect for like scallop potatoes, you know, where you're having to do lots of slicing. It also does French fries beautifully for sweet potatoes or for regular potatoes or any kind of other, you know, I've seen French fries that are made out of jicama or those kinds of things, right? Even zucchini you could make into like a French fry, right? Coat them and put them in your air fryer. But this I'm going to do a julienne, which is a really smaller shoestring kind of thing. And this does 8 different kinds of thicknesses if you're just slicing. And then it's got a big julienne, that's the French fry, or a small julienne. And that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to put this is going to determine if I'm doing a julienne right here on the top, and I'm going to go all the way to the 3rd setting. And then this does it best. It's already set there at the number 4. It actually shows you which settings, like this 8 is the best French fry and this one is the best julienne. So I've got it set. I'm going to open it up. Looks a little intimidating. Super easy to use, you guys. Open it, put the tray in, open this. I also love this mandolin for its safety features. Here, I'll move it around this way so you can see what I'm doing. Because I think it's impossible to cut yourself with this. Unless you're doing something you really shouldn't be doing. It's got a hopper. Now most, you just pull up on this, push that in, and that is on. most mandolins, you're moving the food over the top of a stationary blade. This one, you're putting the food in a position where the blade can slap over it and it's completely enclosed. So I love that for this. So let's do it. We're just going to do some juliennes. I'm going to put in a few of these carrots. You could use baby carrots if that's what you have on hand. You put them in here so they just all kind of, I don't think it really matters, right? You just put them in there. When it's one whole potato, it's easy. It just fits right in there. But these guys, you just kind of load it up and then you press. Carrots are really solid. Look at that. Is that so fun? It's so fun. So all of these, I might have a few flying carrots, but that's okay. I'm going to load the rest of them back up in here. And what would you use this for? Would you guys make homemade French fries? My dogs like carrots, so the ones that fell on the floor, I'm just going to let them stay there. There we go. Look at all those carrots, that fast. Even when I'm talking all the way through it. Okay, let's load this up the rest of the way except our avocado, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and put the carrot. I try to make it colorful too. I'm going to do the carrots on this side in that smaller compartment, like the opposite of the tomato. And then I'm going to put the garbanzo beans in the big section. Oh, I might have done too many carrots. That's all right. These are fun to snack on too, right? I can just put these in a little bowl next to my desk. It's something crunchy and sort of, you know, sort of sweet. Carrots are kind of sweet to me. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm going to have carrots for dessert, but if I need to snack on something, that's not a bad choice. I might just save the rest of those to snack on. So there's that. Let's get those garbanzo beans that are now completely drained. Pretty close anyway. And put them right in here. That might be a little full too. All right, pampered, not perfect, right? And then I've got my lettuce that'll be on a side bowl, right? The lettuce will be on a side bowl or in a bag if we don't have company. Oh, what was I going to do? I was going to put it in a big part. Okay, don't mind me, guys. I get to jam with my mouth, right? Talking too much. I was going to put these in this side. So let's move them where I said I was going to put them. That's why I overfilled that. And then I'll just take a paper towel and clean that out. There we go. And then avocado is going to go in that opening. And that's our salad bar, you guys. And then I'll just take it in and out of the fridge for a few days and have salad each night. Super simple. Or I work from home, so I can use it for lunches. And I'm going to eat more veggies this way because they're ready to go. So here is your easy, affordable salad bar at home. I wonder what you would put in your salad bar. You can mix it up with all kinds of things. Peppers. You can do those little canned baby corns. Those are on some of them when you go out to dinner. I hope this was helpful. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.